Welcome to Sweet Tea Channeling. I'm Debbie Pokornik, and this lovely lady with me is our gifted channeler, Susan Hoskins. Since June of 2023, we have been helping to bring heaven to earth through these weekly Zoom calls where we receive a channeling and then over the next few weeks break it down into bite-sized chunks, playing with it in the stream of consciousness. While doing this, we are striving to envision how that nugget would look in Hoomadhi, the heavenly reality we are creating right here, right now. The intent is to keep these calls short, sweet, and sacred. With that in mind, we have already opened sacred space for us all, but suggest you take a moment to call in your spirit guides so you can easily zero in on the aspects of this message most relevant in your current reality. All right, today's channeled nugget is from the Sweet Tea channeling that aired on November 17th. In a difficult situation with another, feel and see a golden thread running from your heart to theirs. You might even feel the energy pulsing back of appreciation and understanding.
Ah, I'm
Imagine living in a place where, you know, something difficult arises. You're challenged by someone or something. And instead of reacting, you are opening your heart, sending out this golden thread, connecting to them. And from there, everything just into this beautiful place.
Yeah, because the truth of our reality really is that we share not only our divinity, the piece of the divine that we always carry within us, but we've chosen to come into human form to experience our shared humanity. So there's a part of each one of us that has wounds, that has suffered, that has shared experiences. And not that we need to go in and verbally necessarily know all that, but just to have that moment of connection where, the truth of me as a human being recognizes the truth of you as well, because we both have shared these feelings, whether they be joy, sorrow, disappointment, loss. And so when we can just go in and connect that we have a shared spirituality and a shared humanity, that feels good.
It does. And it's interesting to me. I know way back, I think one of the very first times that we talked with the energy of our business, Sammy, Sammy was saying that in Humadi, we would be connected by cords of light.
Mhm.
And that's what this really made me think about, was seeing this golden thread running from my heart to that other person's heart, and just by doing that, helping them to feel connected, appreciated, understood, and helping to soften them so that they can see what's going on for them as well. Right. And then you just picture, I mean, you're just got all these golden threads going out to people. This is raising something else for me that I just want to say here. For a long time now, I've been aware of cords, right? And you know how they talk about these cords that get attached to you. And I've had many practitioners say, "Oh, do you want me to cut this cord?" And I go, "Oh, I've got another cord." And the cord almost inevitably went back to one of my kids.
Mm.
And in hindsight now, wonder if those cords weren't something like this golden thread, because
Mm.
I was trying so hard to really be the absolute best parent I could possibly be for this child. Like, I mean, I was all in 100%, trying to learn and to figure out how I could really connect with this child. And now I'm wondering, I wonder if some of those chords that these loving and wonderful practitioners were very kindly offering to cut and send back with love, if it was these golden chords to their heart.
Oh, I love that. What came up for me is the fact that I used to think I had to use a lot of words, and the other person did as well, to come to a mutual understanding of our shared humanity. In other words, sharing our stories. And now, what I'm wondering and I want to contemplate is just by the simple chord of light and love, is that not language enough to connect and know that our stories are shared? It's not the stories, it's what we learn from them and how we grow and how we share love. So that's what I want to contemplate for a while. We talk a lot about that many, I know of my personal issues have arisen from feeling like I was never heard as a child. And I'm wondering now what it would be like to know that by just sharing that chord of light and love and that language, both people in the interaction are being heard on a whole different level. Hmm.
Yes. Yes. And in that channeling, there was a comment about connecting heart to heart when another is seeming difficult is a higher level of love and oneness.
Mhm.
I'm thinking that's got to be my next little awareness piece that I'm going to carry with me.
Me too.
And not just for disagreements, but
Mhm.
why not send out that golden connecting thread to
Yeah.
other people?
Wow. I wonder how that might really affect how we feel in all our relationships and all our experiences together.
Mhm.
This is very deep. I
It
like
is.
the deep
Now,
chord.
I'm wondering if right at this moment we should call in Christopher and actually ask,
Oh, I'd like that.
what more can you tell us about the golden thread and how it can positively influence our relationships with others?
I'm loving the question. I'm smiling. That's exactly where I wanted you to be. Because in Hoomadhi, not only will we all be behaving in a different manner, behaving from unity and love and oneness, but our communications are an entirely different language. And so you're onto something with the golden cord. That's the first step in communicating with a language of love, light, understanding, compassion, knowingness, and connection. Because really, what you're saying to another is that I recognize you as part of me and me as part of you because we're individual aspects of the divine whole that is. So it's a beautiful connection of love. It's as if when you connect heart to heart, you're drawing that individual into the divine mosaic that you share of pieces of the whole as shining forth in what appears to be individually as you, but it's really a beautiful reflection of one another as the whole. Does that help?
Mhm. I love it. The grand mosaic held together by golden threads from heart to heart.
Mm.
Mm, lovely. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I was seeing that in the channeling and not wishing in the moment because my thoughts don't come in like that, but a part of me was saying, oh my gosh, I wish I had the ability to depict that, to illustrate that, because it was beautiful. It was just so magnificent, and it was not individual pieces but rather reflections of one another because of our chords and our sharing of our oneness. If you think about not only a mosaic but a tapestry, and you think about all the threads interwoven, it's important that they're all connected, because if you cut one, the whole tapestry would unravel.
Mhm.
So in what we're talking about, not negative chords, that's a different thing, but in what we're talking about with light and love, I just hope anyone listening to this understands how important their piece, their mosaic, their thread is to the divine whole.
Now,
Yeah.
something though that came up for me, and I know that you are going to be able to answer this given your close connection with Christopher. If a person struggles with visualizing, It is just the intent that matters, right? So if you can't see a golden cord,
Yeah.
that's okay. Intend a golden cord.
Mhm. Yeah. Intend it. You don't have to see it. Some people may just be able to
Mhm.
feel it pulsating, or just imagine it. It's all the same thing. And it doesn't even matter really if you're seeing it as gold or silver or white, whatever the cord, we're calling it the golden cord, represents to you about a heart-to-heart connection. So all
Yes.
you have to do is imagine it and intend it.
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to say there, maybe just stay away from the black cord because your
Yeah. Yeah.
practitioners will want to cut it.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yes. Let's think light and love and beautiful and radiant.
Exactly. Okay, awesome. Ready to join us live on these calls? Send us an email at info.hoomadhi, that's HOOMADHI @gmail.com. We'd love to have you play with us.